This lesson is on using include files to hold PHP functions. Now, when you write a function in PHP that might be useful to more than one program, it's a good idea to put that function over in a separate file and then just include that file with a special include statement in every PHP program that you need it. That way, you can call it multiple times, but only need to write it once. And it's much better than copying and pasting code all over the place, because if you make a change to it for some reason, then you've got to remember to go back and change that code in all the different programs you copied it into. But using this include statement, you can make it so if you made a change to where the common files are held, each program will know about it right away. Alright, so here's a form that you've seen before, just a simple calculation about hours slept. Let me go ahead and put in the information. Steve, and 8 hours, 1956, submit it. We've seen this a number of times in other examples, but let's take a look at how I achieved it by using the include file. So here's the code. This is just the HTML code with a normal form, first name, hours slept, birth year. Let's go look at the PHP. Now, the very first line says include, and in double quotes, I have another, what appears to be PHP program referred to there. It's another file with a .php on it. And thus far, every PHP program that we've used has been a program. It's been an HTML file. It displayed as a full web page. This is going to be a little bit different. In this PHP file, we're just going to hold canned functions that we want to use, perhaps in more than one program. That PHP file by itself won't be an independent web page. It'll only be used to be included in other programs. So this is the first time we're going to encounter something like that. Hold that thought for a second on that line, and let's go down the code just a bit. I'm getting the information from the form into these variables like I've done before. Do validation, pass the code to do validation. Okay, in the past we've gone down, I said, okay, let's go find do validation. And we go, uh-oh, there is no do validation. It's not here. I have another function to find down here called display page. Same deal. No function defined. So we now have to go look at this common functions.php file and see what it looks like there. So let's click on that. Now I have to have the beginning PHP tag and the ending PHP tag, the thing that blocks PHP statements. I do need that in this file, but I have no other HTML. I don't have a body tag or end body tag or any of that. I'm never going to call this common functions.php program by itself. It wouldn't show anything. It wouldn't even run any code. So its only purpose in life is to be available for other programs to encapsulate these functions. Here's the do validation function where I build up an error message in the error message file. You've seen me do this in earlier assignments. We've called this function before. I just copied it into this file. And the same thing with the display page. That's the one that you just saw run about better start planning for retirement. And it worked, even though it wasn't in this file, the file that got called from this file. So it knows to pull it in. So I recommend as you do your work and you write functions that may need to be used in more than one program, pull off a common functions.php file and use the include to pull them in. You can have more than one of these. This is one include statement. And if you have other functions in other files for specific purposes, you can put more includes and it'll just suck the code in there like you typed it in there originally in the first place. It'll be as if you typed it in there. So it's a very handy little tool and it's used a lot in PHP development.